It is thinking. Still thinking about recordings. Give me a second. Okay. We are good to go. All righty. Perfect. All right. Hi, Posh Pros. We are so excited to update you on some of the new things that we have coming. And honestly, over the past few months, we've changed quite a few things. We've listened to your feedback. We've loved your feedback. So thank you. And we've kind of analyzed, okay, how can we provide the best option for you as we grow within the different markets of Texas, growing our marketplace opportunity. So clients know that Poshed is here and that clients know that they can book directly with you. So that has led the way to a few different options for us. There we go. And sorry, I don't know why it is doing this. Hold on. I do. Who's on your screen, Mary? This is driving me crazy.
I just see you. I don't see a screen share.
Okay, good deal. Sorry. Okay. So a few different options that we have for our Posh community, specifically for the Posh community who has been working with us since 2023 and then 2024. So this is really something that you, as what we will call like legacy Posh pros, will have some different opportunities to work with us moving forward. So the first thing that we have happening is that we will have a booking platform available for Posh Pros to use free of charge. So what does this look like? So if you use the very basic Square booking option right now for your business, where it gives a menu and they select the menu, it goes to your calendar and allows your client to book, we will have an option for that with Poshed for free for you to use. In this, you will set your own menu, you will set your own prices. So this is completely you. You'll have your own independent business on this where clients can come and book with you. This will also offer credit card protection and no-show protection for you. It'll ask for the client's card as they book. And then Posh, we have our own policy in place in regards to 24-hour cancellation. So you would be protected if a client didn't show up. You would get all of that money that was owed to you for a late cancellation in that appointment. Additionally, the software has notifications for the client. So when the client books, you get notified. And the client also gets auto reminders about the appointment as well. So this is a new tech option that we did not have when we were previously speaking with you. We will begin testing it this week for anyone who would like to test this booking option. In this, here's how it will work long term in regards to the fees. So obviously credit card processing all has fees associated. To make sure that Posh doesn't go in the hole with the fees, we will be pushing those fees onto the client side. So when the client checks out, there will be processing fees to them. So typically if you use Square, if you use Glass Genius, you're usually getting a 3% fee taken out of your paycheck because of credit card processing fees. We're going to transfer this to the client. So when the client goes to check out, it'll have all of your line items that they're paying for, and then they'll have a processing fee there. And so that'll be the 3.1% fee that they're charged will be there for them. So it'll just say processing, tally that on, and then the client will be able to book through you. In that, Posh will also have a 2% fee to make sure that we can keep our doors open and that we can offer this service for free and to continue offering it for free. So it'll be very minimal overall. And if you use anything right now, yesterday I ordered McAllister's for pickup. So I ordered McAllister's for pickup, and the processing fee, there was a processing fee for my order. So whether you're using Grubhub, Instacart, whatever, these fees are something that people are completely we just don't even pay attention to them anymore because they're on everything that we do. So that's the first option. Again, the booking platform, free of charge for you to use. We will push the processing fee to your client. So right now, if you're paying that 3%, you're actually going to keep 3% more of every card that you swipe there. This will be something that you would put on your Instagram or your website, and it would just be booked now. They click on it, it's going to pop open your Poshed booking platform. It'll show your menu, your prices, they book through it, and then they'll be in your system. Any questions about that? And actually at the end, I will, I'll do a run through of it as well. The second thing that we are doing, because our long-term goal is to grow the marketplace. So we want to make sure that we grow a marketplace that is beneficial for you. So because we have the booking platform available nationwide, so this now it doesn't matter where the beauty pro is at, any beauty pro can use this booking platform for their business. Right now, it is tailored towards mobile and on location. So that's something important to note. The client does put in the address that they want. So this is currently tailored towards a mobile service, but it allows us to open up our market and serve beauty pros everywhere. Within that, we are still focused on building out our Texas market in regards to the marketplace, where a client can come on and book a Posh Pro, so you independently, and book your service. Within this, how we initially went to market in Austin and Dallas, it was honestly a little clunky. We felt like it was clunky internally. Moving forward, we will have the option for you to have your profile on our marketplace and operate that as an independent beauty pro. Within this, we will have different membership models open for you to get this started. Honestly, as we go to market, we will be identifying what that membership model looks like. So if you are, let's say, in Austin, and we know that we're not launching like a hardcore client marketing campaign in Austin, we'll have that marketplace there for you, where your profile would pop up in Austin there, and a client could come and find you and book directly with you. In that, what we would do is we'll have a 10%, excuse me, let me say that again. We would do a 10% fee within that, where you would keep 90% of your booking and we would charge 10%. Now, we want feedback on this, so you would not pay that monthly membership to be on the marketplace. You would just be paying per booking. We will continue to analyze that percentage number. However, you would, again, be operating it all your own. So instead of like Priv or Glam Squad, where they set the price and then the client comes to them, it would be, you have your business on our marketplace for free. And in that, we have a 10% charge to you. So we take 10% out of your price, but you get to do everything else. So you get to set your price, look at the client, accept the client, all of that within the platform. And as we grow, our goal is to remove that percentage fee altogether, because it makes sense to have a membership model. So where it's like, okay, you pay $100 to be on our app, but within that, you're getting $3,000 of clients coming and booking from you every month from our app. We have to move to that. We have to grow that model, right? So it's not going to be from day one, which is why in the beginning, we will have a percentage cut. And then once we see, okay, this makes sense, that our pros are getting lots of bookings, it makes sense to do the membership model versus a commission cut, we'll move to that. We want it to be fair to both parties. And to be quite frank, we want it to be where you want to be a partner with us and you feel like, okay, this is a good deal no matter what, like you win and Poshed wins. And in order to do that, we have to have a model that also pays our bills and keeps our overhead covered as well. So we're analyzing, and then we will be truly over the next like 12 months, seeing what works, what doesn't work within that model, and adjusting as we go. So we'll be very open to feedback from you to make sure that you feel like it's a fair option. and that you feel like you are getting a good deal within that. Any questions on that? So essentially on the marketplace, you'll have the option to have your profile on the marketplace free of charge, and we will only take a commission cut, 10% commission cut for a service booked. And once that market is grown and it makes sense, then you can move into a membership model where you would get 0% commission because you'd be paying a monthly membership for that marketplace service. Does that make sense, Juliana?
Yeah, it makes sense. Sorry, I was hitting unmute and it just wasn't doing it.
Do you have any questions? And I'll cut this out of the recording too, because I value your feedback. What are your thoughts? And I know you're on this.
So yeah. So I guess my biggest question is about like being an artist in the marketplace. Are clients then going to be able to just like go to the Poshed website and then choose who they want to see, like a comparison side by side?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, I know that there are artists out there who want quantity and who will, have super, super low prices. So they get more clients, rather than, somebody like me or Roddy, who we charge significantly more, but our quality of work is significantly more.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like how do you even the playing field? Like, is there going to be like a limit? Like the minimum you can charge is this, the max you can charge is that, or because what's to stop other people from lowballing?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. So, to be quite frank with you, like you're asking a question that we don't know the answer to. And at this point, it's not a problem, right? Because we're new.
Mm-hmm.
So the good thing is, especially like if you and Roddy are the only two people in Austin, like I'm just excited to like be able to drop it and be like, go shop. I trust these girls, like go. But so what you're saying, we have highly thought about that. And so we've thought about it from a few different reasons or a few different ways. Number one, having like that premium pro where like you and Roddy, we know like gold star, gold sticker, we trust you, we know, and you get kind of like the blue check that you'd see on Instagram, right? And then we've thought about doing the other side of it where it's like, okay, this is a budget friendly person, but it's because they are green or, like their reviews aren't going to be like you and Roddy. Like you can tell. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we are going to analyze this, and I don't know how it's going to play out, to be quite honest with you. But our goal is to have the best place for clients to come and book with the best professionals. That brand is really important for me to establish. And so we're trying to figure out what that's going to look like, but it's at the top of our mind as well. Cause we were doing the quality, the test for everybody.
Yeah.
Not everyone was passing it. So I have this question mark, like, okay, the people that didn't pass it, like, what do we want to do with those people? Do we want to let them on? But also those people, to make you feel better, they're not going to put time and effort into their profile either. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to be that person who puts up even a good profile picture. So it's super hard to answer that question, but we want to make sure that it's credible. But then we also, like right now, we have to make sure people are on it. So like, how do we do that? But then we have to make sure our client is booking and they're happy with their service versus like, I'm going to tell my friends not to use it because so-and-so came and like butchered me or something,
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's at the top of our mind and we're going to be analyzing it as we go.
Okay.
So, and that is like, I don't know.
Yeah. And I know it's so difficult. Like Heather and I, we have a friend, does hair and makeup, and she definitely lowballs her prices. She has just as much experience as we do, but I guess she never learned how to cut hair. So I had to go and like redo a haircut for her. And like she still has like amazing reviews on Priv and everything, but our level of expertise, like they're not the same.
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, I understand like that being hard to gauge because like she's wonderful with updates with styling. Her makeup's okay. but her cutting, like, I wouldn't send her to my worst enemy. And that's saying a lot because I'm petty. So,
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. And it's yeah, it's super hard because we are trying to build that like balance, right? And it's like,
Mhm.
okay, best case scenario is you and Roddy just send us all the people that you love in Austin, and then we know like there's credible and we won't have to like go to
Yeah.
anyone else. It'll just be you and your guys' friends, and it'll be super worth it.
Yeah. Be like, she checks out, but don't let her cut hair.
Yeah, exactly. This girl cannot offer her hair cutting services. Yeah, so again, like we don't know, and I don't want to make any promises as to what that is, but we'll continue
Mhm.
to like, you know, because our thing is we want beauty pros to like love us, right? So like I never want to have an ad like Priv where Priv has an ad pop up and it's being shit talked by beauty pros. So
Yeah.
like that's what I want to avoid. I want to be a respected place for beauty pros to go.
Mhm.
And so like that truly is one of our top priorities is having that good reputation with the pros, especially the pros like you and Roddy who are great. Like we want you guys on here. Um, the people who have good businesses who are going to keep coming back, who aren't going to like
Mhm.
quit in a year. Um, so yeah, it is, but it's just how do we get there and then keep our doors open and make it scalable and all of that. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely we'll be assessing and getting feedback. So don't ever hesitate to like do that.
No, I
Um,
know.
I know you use Square as well. Um,
Mhm.
do you have any questions about like the booking app? What are your thoughts with that about us transferring the percentage to the client versus you? Like,
I mean, I love that. Like something, Roddy, she wasn't using any booking apps and she just switched to Square and she's like, oh shit, I hate this fee. And I'm like, yeah, it's not great.
okay, good.
But
Tell
the
her to,
one thing that we do like about it is like the actual booking is, they can request and then we have to then approve it. But also, we can upload our own personal calendars and it'll fill out um, like any available appointment time. So if I have a doctor's appointment, I don't have to then go into a different calendar and type that in. It's
yep,
already, it syncs together.
yep.
So it's like
Uh,
backwards compatible. That's super important to both of us because she did Square, like I think like just regular Square, and I use Square Up.
got it.
And Square Up has that compatibility, but she just used regular Square and it was not, she couldn't do that.
Okay,
Like she couldn't like approve stuff. The calendar wasn't syncing correctly.
okay,
So those are like the little things that we love about Square.
yep. Good to know.
Um, yeah.
The approval is already built in. So like you have the client puts in all their information, right? And then it's like it is requested, you have to approve it.
Mhm.
Um, we have Google Sync, and I don't want to overstate because I need to double check that it's two-way.
Mhm.
For some reason, I thought it was like one way, and so I do want to make sure ours is two-way before I say that. I know at least it does one way.
Mhm.
But let me double check on the two-way. And I'm not saying like, oh, just move everything over, but I'm like, try it, see what you think. And because I don't
Yeah.
want you to leave a system that you like and that you're using and then be like, I hate you, Ruth. Not what I'm trying to do either. But yeah, so from that perspective there, the other thing I'm thinking through, I don't know what with our mobile is built in. So if you do all mobile,
Mhm.
it'll it'll automatically like just have your address, which probably goes to your calendar anyways on what you're doing already. So I don't think
Uh-huh.
that'll be too um advantageous for you there. Um yeah. So there's that piece of it. It'll be yeah, that's how we're setting that up. It's just it'll go to the client will pay that percentage and the tip will be in with Poshed as well. Like they can
Mhm.
tip through there. I don't know if Square does that. They can do a review. They'll automatically be asked for reviews through the Posh profile as
Mhm.
well. So yeah, let me think. I'll double check on the Google. But is Roddy still doing Square Basic or did she upgrade,
No, she moved to Square Up
which is
like
$30,
just within the last
right?
week. Yeah.
No. And I'm sure she's like, no, I don't want to reset everything up on Posh.
I mean, she's building a website and stuff right now. Like her best friend is doing it for free. So,
Okay.
um, but yeah, and I already have those things. But I mean, I'm still interested. Like the less work I can do on the clerical side, like the better. I would love to just
Yeah.
approve, deny, and show
Yeah.
up, do my job.
Would you want me to put together your Posh profile? So I would take everything you have because I know you have your stuff on your website, like your
Mhm.
price, your bookings. So would you want me to go ahead and just duplicate all of that into into your Posh account? So I'd essentially make you a template and then give it to you and you just go in and edit it.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Like I mean, I don't mind filling out whatever I need to. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to test it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just copy what you have on your current menu over so you don't have to do any of that legwork because it does obviously take time to put in your prices and your menu and stuff like that. So
Mm.
I'll just put that in. I will leave, unless I can find it, I'll just leave like the generic pictures, but I'll just put in your prices and your wording, whatever you have right now
Mhm.
uh, within that. So that way you can kind of see without having to do all the legwork there.
Mhm. Oh, and
Um,
you know what? Something else that I thought of, actually I wrote this down. So Priv uses like a lot of stock images,
mhm, mhm,
rather than actual images from their artists. Like they don't set up a photo shoot and like, hey guys, let's do this
mhm.
like for our advertising online. So I think that would be another like personal touch.
Okay,
Like while you show like, hey, it's not stock images, we didn't get this. Like
right.
we set
Natural.
this up. These are our artists. This is their work.
Yep, for sure. Okay, anything else? Any other?
Mm, I don't think so. Not right now. I think I'm like I had notes and I got them.
How do you feel about the 10% on the marketplace?
Honestly, I think that's perfectly fine. When Roddy and I share clients, if I book them, I take a 10% commission.
You do? Okay,
Yeah, so
that's
she and I are already doing that for each other.
okay. Because we don't want what we don't want, right? We don't want people to come on Poshed and then like work around us because they feel like our percentage is like too much, which I know that's not, we can't avoid all of that, right? Like
Mhm.
people do that no matter what, but we would love to like lessen that
Yeah.
piece, right?
Well, I mean, Priv is taking 40% and charging more for makeup than they are for hair. So hairstylists aren't making anything.
It takes 40%. I thought it was 30.
It's 40.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was 30. I thought they were 30 and I thought Glam Squad was 25. Now that's wild.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Um,
So
okay.
it's 40%, but then they also do a 20% tip on the original price. So then they add that. So it ends up being like 30, but that's
Okay.
including your tip.
Okay.
And
Wow.
then again, like it doesn't charge for like any travel fees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and like you can add parking, but you have to pay for that out of pocket first and then they reimburse you rather than like it's just this whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, that is where we don't have travel fees built in right now, right? So I think I've seen on yours too, like you have a travel fee menu thing, right?
Yeah.
Uh, because you offer both. You do in studio and travel,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. And that's where, so like for this with Poshed, right? Assuming at some point what will happen, there'll be a toggle. So it'd be like,
Mhm.
they would say like, I'm coming to your studio or like, you're coming to me. That's not
Mhm.
there yet. So that'll be an interesting kind of thought process regarding this is like, clients could put your address to come to, but otherwise having that travel fee, like, is that something you build into your price menu? Which is kind of what we recommend is like,
Mhm.
just add it into their fee. Um, but in the
Yeah,
future, we want to
that's
do,
something I was thinking about, like have two different service menus. In studio, it's this. Out of studio, it's this. So that
mhm,
way it doesn't seem like they're being nickel and dimed.
yeah, yep. And eventually we will. So they'll toggle and then like, so
Mhm.
in studio, they'll get this menu. If it's mobile, they'll get that menu.
Yeah.
Uh, so, okay, cool. Great. We are also launching too, just so you're aware, what we're calling the CEO Accelerator. So so this will be nationwide. So what we're doing essentially is coupling our software with a one-time, we're only offering this once. We're doing like a 6-month accelerator workshop to help beauty pros implement the software, but also going through every piece of their business. So we're doing mindset, business strategy, marketing, profit loss, finances, budget, all of that for beauty pros with it. So we're launching this month as well. So you see us talking about it on Instagram, you'll see it in emails where pros can essentially use this. In that, we're doing it for $2.99 for 6 months, and pros can do that, and then they keep 100% of their commission in the platform as well. So if we're in your market and growing it, you wouldn't get that 10% taken out ever. So I think it's like 66, is it 66 a month? Actually, I think it's like less than that. But it will be a 6-month. Every Monday we'll do our workshops. We'll also have one-on-one coaching calls, and then office hours each week with the accelerator course, and then business templates, obviously.
Okay.
So we'll have that, and that's open nationwide for any beauty pros. So we're bring that as well. So
Right on.
yeah, you'll hear us talking about it. If you think of anyone that could benefit from it, let us know, and then I will I'm gonna get your template set up and pushed out to you so you can get that going, kind of see what is on there.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, tell Roddy hello,
I
and
will.
good to see you. Thank you so much for your feedback. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Ruth. Bye,
Yeah,
Mary.